Hare Krishna. Are you always second-guessing yourself? Are you always second-guessing everything you do and everything you say? That's second-guessing, to some level, is excellent. I mean, you have to have second-guessing means to look at yourself, to observe what you're doing, to question what you're doing. And only a narcissistic psychopath will not second-guess himself, will not worry about anything he's doing or saying. We know people like that in power today, don't we? So only that kind of person will not second-guess. So second-guessing is actually quite healthy. You should, at some degree, be observing yourself. Actually, the very first step to have a better life, what to speak of a spiritual life, is to be self-observant. To always be observing yourself, looking at yourself, analyzing what you're doing and what you're saying. That's the very first step to have a better life. But if you do it too much, then of course that's the problem. So what I'm going to talk about here is when you're doing it too much. What if you just always second-guessing yourself to the point where things just don't move, don't happen, because you're always oh my God, am I doing it right? Did I say it wrong? And everything is so difficult because you're always nothing happens. So at that point, it's not so healthy anymore. So if you're suffering from that, here are some tips. First, get to know dharma. It's one of the big things I teach in the 3T path, and you can see it in my book. Get to understand your true nature. Start really understanding who you are, your essence. Quiet your mind, take some time off, look inside, get to know who you are, and accept who you are, your nature, your vocation, your body, your inclinations. Get to know who you are. Understand where you're coming from, where you set your... The more you get to know who you are, the more you can live who you are. So that's one of the big important points called dharma. It's like knowing your essence and then putting your essence in action. It's one of the key things in the path of yoga. Get to know who you are and live who you are as you are. So the more you know that, no, this is what I have to be doing because this is who I am, you won't need to second guess too much. Yeah, again, naturally, this is my job, this is my, oh yeah, I'm a mother, so I have to do this. Okay, I'm a citizen, so I have to act this way. So naturally, you'll get to know what to do more. So get to know your dharma well. Secondly, bring your focus to doing your best. Just right now, what's the best I can do according to who I am? So in this situation, I believe this is what's called of me. I should just do this now. Focus on the action, not on the result of the action. Don't worry too much about the result. Just this is the best I can do right now. What's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? Nobody knows what's going to happen the next minute. But just do your best right now. Don't keep worrying about... In terms of sound, it's like feedback. When you have a microphone and you get the feedback, what's going on? It's like the microphone, the sound comes out, then it goes back into the microphone, and that makes a horrible noise. So we do that mentally. It's like a bit of a mental feedback. It's too much feedback going on. It's like you're worrying too much about the future, and you're trying to adjust what you're doing, worrying about the future. But if you do it too much, then you just get noise. So you just chill, you just put that down, you lower that level. Just be yourself, do your best now. Don't worry that much about the result. When the result comes, you adjust. Don't worry about it too much. Don't overcompensate it all the time. One important thing to remember, we all make mistakes. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, every action is covered by mistakes as fire is covered by smoke. He says every action. So even God is telling you, look, everything you do will have mistakes. Everything. So, it's life. Don't worry about it. Just things are going to happen. There will be mistakes in things you do. Then, thinking about that, even remembering God, if you want to have a little extra, if you've activated your devotion, remember that your life is an offering. You're doing Your life is an offering. So in Dharma, in yoga, what we want to do is like, we want to do our essence, we want to live our essence, do our best, and do that as an offering. You're just like, look, I'm just, I just work here. I'm just offering this to God. I'm not responsible for the world. I'm not responsible for everything that results from what I do. I'm doing my best, and the results are in the hands of God. And you just let it flow. And this is the last thing. Let it flow. Let life flow. What happens when you're like analyzing and second guessing yourself is that you're just not letting things flow. There's a flow of life. There's a flow of thoughts and actions. Try to get in touch with that and just go with the flow. This is what you have to do. Just go with it. Don't keep trying to control it and direct it and micromanage life. Just let it flow. Let it happen. Who cares what somebody else thinks of you? Who cares what somebody says? Just be yourself. Let it flow. Don't worry too much about other people saying what they think about you. It doesn't matter. To some degree, yeah, get some feedback so you're not like isolated. But basically, you know what's best. You know what's best. You know this. You've had this experience. You know when you're doing the right thing, when you're being a good person. You know when you live in your essence and you have to do what you have to do, and you're being nice and you're being kind and you're being loving. You know the difference. Everybody knows. Even a child knows the difference between like being a loving, kind person and being mean and selfish. Even a child knows that. So you know very well when you're being mean and selfish, which then you should self-observe and correct. And you know when you're just being like innocent and loving and just living your life. So you don't have to second guess everything, because just feel it. You'll know naturally that you're doing the right thing and you're saying the right thing and you're just being yourself, and it's okay, and it's going to be mistakes. It's okay. And you don't have to worry what everybody thinks about you. Not everybody's going to like you. That's okay as well. It doesn't matter. You're not here. It's not a popularity contest. Just be yourself, be happy, be tranquil, doing your thing. That might help you stop the exaggerated second guessing. Okay. Hare Krishna.